Hey, hey, hey! What's up, everybody? Welcome to the final run of the Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater live playthrough. I decided for this last one, I might as well say hi. So, let's get everything loaded up. Last time, where we left off last time, hold on just a second. Yeah, okay, so last time we left off with, we had just beaten the Shagohod. So now we are on to the final escape and then confrontation with the boss. All right. Alright, so let's get this going. Load game. Not that controller, this controller. I'm gonna move this over. Whoops. Yeah, I will. Give me a second. So my gun started with one bullet. Why? Every time I come back, it takes away my M63. It's like, no, we don't want you to use that. Don't need this. Give me this. That's the one I want. Even though it's wildly inaccurate. Still, it's the most fun. Snake does all this screaming. Naturally, it's the most fun. Any more? If you're playing for shooting all of the frogs, this is the most frustrating section because you got to start it. You have to start it all over again if you miss it, and it's like just as you're going. Whoa. Well, it's hard for me to shoot at these guys. Willy-nilly, you're all over the place, Eva. Let me just go by him anyway. Okay. Yeah, there's a frog like. Oh, there's one right there. But there's also one like as soon as you enter the woods too, I think. Or it's like on a tree as you're going down through the woods. Now we should be. How about Eva's not getting touched, but I'm getting rocked. Hey. Did she tell me and I just didn't pay attention? Maybe. Yeah, I might not have paid attention. Guess what? That's what the life medicine is for. I haven't used one this entire game, but oh, there's that frog. Jeez. Oh, nervous. As the bike would just blow apart as you hit the ground. Alright, Snake, get your health back up, please. Or are we done? Yeah, we're done. Done with this section.
Looks like they finally gave up.
Don't start celebrating yet. We're leaking fuel.
Damn it. Tank shot up.
Keep your eye on the road, Eva. Smooth move. Now she's busted up pretty bad.
Eva!
I'm over here.
I remember this walkthrough section is pretty annoying. She goes at a snail's pace. And I think, don't you have to... You have to get her... Yeah, you have a menu for her and you have to get her stamina back up.
How's it look?
Using food. And all I have is crap food right now.
Not a sensitive bone in your body.
Eva,
What about you, Snake?
I'm fine.
That's good to hear.
How am I doing? Yeah, you're probably gonna die.
We have to get away from here, Eva. Let's go.
Leave me.
Eva!
The boss is waiting for you. You have to go. Give me a gun.
No, we're getting out of here.
We're still far away from the lake. I'll never make it.
I can't believe this. I never thought I'd see you act this weak.
What do you mean?
Listen to me, Eva. We're doing this together.
No, you...
Eva,
I
I need you.
Say that one more time.
I need you.
Because I need you to fly the wig.
I can't fly the wig by myself.
I need you for my own self-gain.
All right, then. I guess I'd better help you out. Ow!
Blech.
You're lucky to have me.
She's had it. Is this? Oh. My game capture off a little bit.
Snake, can you hear me?
Paramedic.
Way up towards
Thank
the top.
God. Eva's been seriously hurt.
Yeah, it's a little
So
funky.
have you.
Luckily, I think her organs are all intact, but
Calm down, Snake.
calm
I think
down.
I'll leave it up there
You'll
just
both be fine as long as you get the proper emergency treatment.
because it
You're
gives
the
me
only
this
one who
space
can do
down at the
this,
bottom, you know.
Understand? So you've got to calm down.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
Once I get a green
Now let's
screen
open
in
up the
behind me, you know,
survival
then I'll
viewer
be
and
able
treat the
to
injury.
blend in
Do you
with the
have supplies
environment.
with
But
you?
I'm
That's
running
good for
kind
now.
of short.
Then by switching the survival viewer over to Eva, you can treat her wounds too. Now get to work. Oh, and Snake, I'm pretty sure you know this already, but if you don't have enough supplies for the both of you, your wounds come first.
yeah. All right, let's do some curing. Cut, so I need disinfectant, septic, bandage, suture, splint, bandage. She is bleeding, suture, septic, disinfectant, and bandage. Bandage, suture, septic, disinfectant. She'll be alright. Maybe. She is pretty beat
Can
up.
you walk?
Yeah, I think so.
Here. It's different from the Mauser. When you're using a two-hand grip, you have to be careful where you put
know,
your hands or your fingers. will
Just
get
thinking
burned by
about,
the
you know,
exhaust
with
gas
her
from the
being
cylinder
the
head.
surrogate to the snakes. It kind of disappoints me that we didn't get to see Solid Snake in the Phantom Pain. I know the whole Kojima mess with him leaving and them just not want Konami just didn't want anything to do with the project afterwards. They kind of just, here's the end of the game, this is what you get. That's alright, so let's get going. They basically just said, yep, this is what you get, and that something of the Flies mission that we could have gotten to, where you had to fight Eli in Metal Gear, would have been cool as well, but nope. They basically just put the middle finger to the air and said, we're done, parting ways with this project. Okay, so Just gotta collect whatever we can along the way to try to feed her. Don't remember where the first bad guys come into play. If I get too far ahead, doesn't she just stop? Nah. Oh, here we go. Here's where the soldiers come in. Ugh. Huh. I don't mind this part, but it makes for one of my least favorite mechanics in all of video games. Escort missions. Can't stand them. My least favorite type of mission by far. You're at the will of how slow the computer goes, and you just gotta keep up. Alright. Do they come in from behind too? Yes, they do.
Somebody there?
What's wrong?
Yeah. How do you like that? Come on, you'll make it. It's not time to fill your stamina yet.
I'm so hungry.
Oh, they're still coming. Do I have... I wonder if I probably have stun grenades. Stun. If they're in a group, I can probably knock them all out.
Company.
Go to sleep, buddy boy. Alright, so let's give her this nasty Russian ration.
This tastes like crap.
Well, we don't have a lot of options, so eat it. Does she like the snakes?
Can I have seconds?
Yeah? Okay. Thought that was just a snake thing.
I can go now.
I mean, you know, like snake like snakes. Come on. This guy's gonna wake everybody up, so we gotta get our ass moving here. Checking back behind her to make sure that they all didn't get up. Come on. Let's go. We gotta climb this, don't we? You're just gonna tell me that...
Snake, the lake is just over that cliff. Eva should...
Yeah. Keep her close. I'll get her up. Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. That's like, that's the worst. Well, deep water's one thing, but like, I hated that in Metal Gear 2 when you're swimming underwater and you're frantic, you're panicking trying to remember which way was the correct way back or whatever. And then you run into a dead end and realize you're about to drown. Yeah, she doesn't even try to fight back. Then again, she doesn't have any silenced weapons, so she can't help very much. We'll just knock everybody out. More food, more food. Wait, you're not hungry. All right, you need to fall down.
I'm so hungry.
Oh, are you kidding me? I didn't mean to do that. Screw it. I've been good up until now. Let's just shoot everybody. I think that's it. Alright, Eva, let's go. The evasion's not going down. That means there's somebody still around. Oh, come on.
Yuck.
Fine, take a snake.
Well, not bad at all.
Yeah, well,
I can walk.
come on. We're so close. Forgot what's behind up here. An area where I gotta take care of the last bit. This guy. I don't remember where everyone is. Really can't even see anybody other than that guy from here. This guy right there. There's probably a guy hiding in a nasty spot. No, you don't need to be fed again. Just get down here and it's all over. It's the last little bit. Come on, you can make it. Watch, she's gonna give up. Come on, come on. And down. You idiot. Fine, I'm giving you a damn mushroom.
What did you give me?
Hey, you just need the stamina to get right here. That's all you need. There we go. What did you give me? Alright. Now let's see if I remember how to beat the boss the tranquilizer way.
Come on, Snake.
Come on, like it's so easy. Like I completely forgot about the fact that you know the boss is waiting for us. You know that.
We made it.
Over there. It's the boss, isn't it? I'll go get the wig ready to take off.
Right.
Boy, she made a miraculous recovery.
But come back in one piece, okay?
She moves around. Yeah, look at her. Look at how well she moves. She couldn't move for shit when we were going through the woods. That would be the whole facility going up. Was it the boss's job to get rid of the entire facility? Yeah. Yes, it was. Okay.
It's almost tragic. When life ends, it gives off a final lingering aroma. Light is but a farewell gift from the darkness to those on their way to die. I've been waiting, Snake.
Let this cutscene go. I'll be right back. I just gotta grab something.
Waiting for your birth, your growth, and the finality of today.
Boss. Why are you doing this?
To make the world one again. The world used to be whole. But with the end of the Second World War, the philosophers began to fight amongst themselves, and the world was torn apart. The Cobras, my comrades who trained and fought alongside me, were torn apart as well.
Here we go.
The foibles of politics and the
my way of monitoring chat is my phone. For some reason, the web browser doesn't seem to keep up. It like disconnects and stuff, so I
ally becomes today's
miss stuff.
Opposition. And this Cold War? Think back. When I was leading the Cobras, America and Russia were fighting together. Now, consider whether America and Russia will still be enemies in the 21st century. Somehow I doubt it. Enemies change along with the times, the flow of the ages, and we soldiers are forced to play along. I didn't raise you and shape you into the man you are today, just so we could face each other in battle. A soldier's skills aren't meant to be used to hurt friends. So then what is an enemy?
Top section just a little bit.
Is there such a thing as an absolute timeless enemy? There is no such thing, and never has been. And the reason is that our enemies are human beings like us. They can only be our enemies in relative terms.
Right, so with enemies only being on relative terms, we can explain away everybody. Because we played on the side of both bad and good.
With the Colonel's money, I will achieve that end.
Well, Liquid is pretty much solely bad, but to Solid Snake, Big Boss is bad, but we explain that away with
no longer be able to
the hell that he went through.
But I still have a family.
Ocelot was always like a friend to Big Boss, so it's hard to
November
hate
1st,
him completely,
1951.
though he's a pretty big douche in
I was in the
the
Nevada
Solid
desert
Snake series,
participating
but
in atomic testing.
there aren't many,
The name
not
Nevada
a lot of
is
the main
derived
characters,
from
I guess, are
Spanish.
truly evil.
Covered in snow, white as snow.
They all just
And
wanted
snow
war.
is exactly what I saw in
Or
that
their
Nevada desert.
their own free state,
It froze my blood.
not controlled
white.
by any government.
Snake, you were an atomic test subject, weren't you? On Bikini Atoll. That's part of the reason I was drawn to you. You and I are alike. We're both slowly being eaten away by the karma of others.
Oh, sorry.
Then, 2 years
Forgot my-
ago, I faced
forgot my
this
rule of
early
thumb.
in the 20th century.
Stop it. I've been skipping any cutscene that doesn't directly have the characters in it.
Look at this scar. This is proof that I was once a mother. I gave up my body.
That must
and
have
my
been
child
the
for my country.
giant. That baby
There is nothing
was
left inside me now.
from top to bottom in your whole body.
Nothing at all.
That Ocelot must have came out of
No
man.
hatred, not even regret. And yet sometimes at night, I can still feel the pain creeping up inside me, slithering through my body like a snake. I've never talked this much about myself before. Thanks. Thanks for listening to me.
No problem.
I feel content. Snake, commence the operation. I raised you. I loved you. I've given you weapons, taught you techniques, endowed you with knowledge. There is nothing more for me to give you.
Shout out to PlayStation Access
All
for
that's
coming
left
up
for you
on
to
the
take is my life. By your own hand.
they did a feature
One
on
must die, and one must live.
7 things
No victory,
that
no defeat.
games
The survivor
made you
will
do
carry
that
on
you
the
didn't
fight.
want to do.
It is our destiny.
One of those things is
The
coming
one who
up.
survives will inherit the title of boss. And the one who inherits the title of boss will face an existence of endless battle. I'll give you 10 minutes. In 10 minutes, Miggs will come and bomb the hell out of this place. If you
Yeah,
can beat me
I have a
in less
little
than
bit
10
harder.
minutes,
I have a
you'll be
little
able
bit
to
of a harder
escape your
time trying to complete the
Let's make this the
knockout
greatest
in
10
10 minutes.
of
I
our
can
lives,
shoot her.
Jack.
I can
You're a
shoot her with
soldier.
real bullets and
Finish
do it
your
pretty
mission.
quick, but
Prove your loyalty. Face me.
all right, here we go. Camouflage uniform. Where's my snow? The scientist one does better. Scientist one does better, but we can't use guns at all. All right, we're going with Zombie Snake. I forgot you have to
Heads up,
shoot her.
Brace yourself.
Something, I don't know. I'm not good with the whole CQC thing with her. Why? This final battle is a lock-on cam. That's weird. Alright, let's see if I can figure the CQC thing out.
Where are you?
Oh my god. Alright, I'll get this. I swear I will. It's this final battle is all lock-on cam, which is weird to me.
He's gone. There he is. Here I come. Move or you're dead.
I hope there's trank bullets around here somewhere. Otherwise, I'm just gonna have to kick her.
He's gone. I found you. Let's see what.
What? I went right through her.
You'd better run.
Alright, I'm gonna have to come up with a better method, or otherwise I'm gonna end up dying. Alright, so splint, bandage, gunshot wound, knife, bandage, septic, disinfectant. Alright, heal up, Snake. Jesus. Nice, Naked Snake.
Where are you? Found you. Let's see what you're.
No!
You'd better run. Let's see what you're made of. You've gotten strange.
I know there's a way there's a way to get out of. You gotta get up, dude. There's a way to get out of that hold, but I don't know what it is. Oh boy, I'm almost out of bullets here.
Here I come. Let's see what you're made of.
No, leave me alone.
5 more minutes. Get ready.
Yeah. If there's a way to I think we can get it done. We just need to make sure that I have enough health. If there's a way to... No! What? You bitch. Get up.
Heads up, Snake.
I don't know what it is. I don't... Get up, man. Well, I messed that one up big time. Hey, 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 hey. What happened to my life meds?
Here I come.
No. Why are you trying to grab her?
And still nothing
You
to
cannot...
show.
Ugh.
Quick.
This is a freaking disaster. Alright. We're gonna get this done, guys. Gonna get this done.
Where are you hiding? Found you. Let's see what you're made of. Let's see what you're made of.
I think you have to influence the stick when you're doing CQC on her a certain way.
Brace yourself.
But I don't know which way it is. I kind of do it
You
randomly.
better run.
Oh, get up, man.
Get ready.
There is no getting ready. I have no idea. Get up! I have no idea how to get out of her locks.
I found you.
No freaking clue.
You'd better run.
What was... Everything was working out in my favor in the beginning, and now I'm just getting my ass handed to me. Cure. I think now would be the right time to run away from her and heal up a little bit. Knife, bandage, septic.
Brace yourself.
No, I'm not ready. You're a jerk.
You better run.
Alright. I will figure this out. I will figure this out. There's got to be a way to get out of that. There's got to be a way to get out of that hole, but I just don't know. Or, oh,
Brace Brace yourself.
You. I hate you.
You'd better run. Brace yourself.
What? You bitch. Yeah, now I know where my...
You're not the man.
Hey. You got... Now I know where my life med went last time. Alright. Bone fracture. Well, that's good. I'm glad that your computer has good specs. Oh, I've got another method I could use. Backpack. I just need to make sure I get far enough away from her. Am I? Was it anytime she's out in the open shooting at me, it's an automatic miss? Julio, you saying hold as in to break out of her hold, you hold the CQC button?
Brace yourself. Move or you're dead.
Got her. Well, I made that a lot harder than it needed to be, but we're done. We are done. What was this, 10 hours? Something like that? Hold circle when she grabs you, shoot her twice. Yeah. As soon as you hear him grunt. Okay. Cool. I don't think I ever really knew how to do that. Back when I played this, when it first came out, I used to just mash like left, right, up, down while pressing circle, anything to try to get out of it.
Patriot.
And now the super long ending.
Why are you giving me this?
And I can't remember. I can't remember which
Snake.
which gun you choose for, but one of them has a better result. Maybe you get something if you pick one gun or the other when you're dueling Ocelot. I can't remember. Guess it doesn't really matter.
There's only room for one boss.
This part's bullshit.
And one snake.
There it is. PlayStation Access is one of 7 times in video games where they make you do something that you don't want to do. And there it is. And so the torment of Big Boss begins. I don't know about you guys, but the first time I played this game, I got a little weepy-eyed over this ending. I mean, it was pretty powerful. You didn't get too much. You didn't get to see all the boss all that much through the game, but their storytelling is so powerful that it really made you feel bad when you had to do this. And then when Eva says all the things she was made to do, it really kind of makes you feel bad for having to kill her. Thanks, Rodrigo. This is a very, very, very gripping game. And of course it had to be. This is when grown men cry. Exactly. I didn't die, or I didn't cry when I saw the Titanic, but I may have shed a tear or two over watching this ending for the first time. Trying to think. This ending, and I think the Final Fantasy X ending was pretty sad for. I thought it was pretty sad too.
Ready to go, Snake?
But if you wanted the ending that you were hoping for, you had to play through the just cringe-worthy Final Fantasy X too.
Snake?
I gotta get my ceiling fans balanced. Weird.
I told you you could trust me.
Alright, pick your gun. Don't you get something if you pick the right gun? I can't remember. Yeah, Kojima's got a real knack for it. He said that he just didn't have the knack for film, so he went into video games. And while there's not that much dialogue in the original Metal Gears, you know that he knew proper storytelling, even though the hardware was so limited. Metal Gear 2 was a really good step forward. A lot more storytelling in that game. And then we really got to see what he could do when Metal Gear Solid came out. I really want to know who the mastermind. Was it him? Was he the mastermind behind you get to play as Solid Snake for just a little bit, and then we get to throw this
Too heavy.
really wussy-ass, blonde-haired kid at you to play for the whole second half of Metal Gear Solid 2. Ugh. Hate it, hate it, hate it. I got it done, but what was it? When I first got into video games, yeah, Death Stranding it'll be different, but I don't even understand what type of game it's supposed to be, but we'll see. We'll see. It looks different, but he's always gold when it comes to storytelling, so we'll see. But when I was saying, when I was first starting to get into where I could buy games, it was like when I was growing up, I had an allowance mowing the lawns and stuff like that. I was a Nintendo person, and my sister had a PlayStation. And my buddy Aaron had a PlayStation also, and he had the demo disc to Metal Gear Solid. And we used to think that was the most impossible game, and we only had the demo to it. But it was just like it was a challenge. It was like this challenge, like, hey, let's see if you can get to the duct, because the duct, once you crawl inside of the duct, the demo disc ends. And it used to be this big challenge, who could do it. I mean, now I can do it in my sleep, but so I bought the game, played through that whole thing, and this was 2001, so the PS2 is now out, and I had to. I knew. I heard that Metal Gear Solid 2 was coming out, so I'm like, oh man, that was an awesome game originally, so I've got to go do this. So the video store down the street from my house, they rented out PS2s because I didn't have enough money to buy one. So I rented a PS2 and played Metal Gear Solid 2 straight through in my sister's room. She sat on her bed and just watched. We watched the entire game, and I beat the game at 3 a.m. and my mom came in and she's like, what are you doing? What are you doing still up? You know, you're grounded, you know, get to your room. But I completed it. I didn't play the Metal Gear 2 demo. I only played through the full game. Pick the revolver on the right to get it in the end? Okay. Yeah, that's what I was wondering. So. I remember the...
What's your name?
I remember the teasing of this game, which ends up being the title sequence. So the trailer for this game ended up being mostly the title sequence in the beginning of this, because you'll see Snake, he doesn't have any facial hair, and that, I think, was the early stages of it, and they must have rendered out that clip and said, screw it, we're not going to go back and redo it with the look Snake really has. It's kind of weird, but yeah, he didn't have any facial hair in that.
Come on.
I think when Metal Gear 3 came out, it came out one day before I had to go on a vacation to Florida, and so I got to buy it the day. Yeah. I got to buy it that day, and I got to load it up, but then immediately I had to shut down and pack everything, so I didn't get to play it till I got back. So try not to let it spoil your whole vacation. You've only been waiting for this game to come out for years, and all you can think about when you're on vacation is how this game's going to be when you get home. Yeah, Julio, I played the Phantom Pain. I'm on my PS4, I'm 98% complete of my 100% completion. I can't get. There's like 2 or 3 more S rank missions that I have to do. And I haven't been able to complete them. I can't remember which ones they are. And then I have a few like miscellaneous objectives in certain missions that I haven't completed. I'll get to it eventually. It's one of those games that I have streamed it a little bit, but nothing as like a series. Because it's so long. I know that one of the viewers wanted me to play. Yeah, it is. It's really hard. The S rank's all about speed, really. But I don't know. If I turned the game back on and went through the mission list, I'd be able to say, oh yeah, right away, which mission is the ones that are stumping me, but I can't remember. It might be one of the missions where you actually have to face a boss-type enemy, but I'm not sure. The MiGs are scrambling. The emulator widescreen hack comes through a little bit, depending on the scene. Yeah, you can see where the 4x3 is supposed to be, and there's a hack that stretches it out a little bit further. Oh yeah, you know what? I don't even have Raiden yet. Do you know what the conditions are for getting Raiden? It doesn't have anything to do with Ground Zeroes, does it? I don't think it does. I can't remember how you. I don't know how you get Raiden. I don't think that's part of the 100% completion. Or do you? Or is it because Raiden comes with the Grand Master certificate, which is the 100% completion, which is pretty much the last thing you have to do. It's S rank everything. Yeah. Yeah. I could really grind through it, but I'd probably shoot myself. It might not even be the S ranks. I could probably do the S ranks, but there might be a couple of the miscellaneous objectives that I'm finding too hard. I'll log on to that sometime and see what I have to do. I restarted that game up. Hey, Cop Fighter. I restarted that game back up on PC because it just looks that much better on PC. I mean, the PS4 game came out great, but it's just even better on PC. But for some reason, the game doesn't launch anymore. I did a processor swap a week or two ago. I got a new processor. I used to have it was a snappy processor. It was the G4560. It's nothing crazy, but it's snappy for a Pentium processor. It's right up there with the high-end i3s. But on the more CPU intensive games, it was just kind of bugging me. So I went out and got an i5. And after I did the i5 swap, there's certain games that just don't want to run now. I don't know if it's a coincidence, but for some reason there's some games that just do not launch. I deleted GTA 5 off of my system, reinstalled it, and it still doesn't run. So I gotta troubleshoot that.
Well done, Snake.
The MiG's disengaged.
Most likely under orders from Khrushchev.
Is this his way of helping us?
Who knows? Maybe he didn't want things to get messier than they already are. Or maybe he just wanted us to owe him.
That's awesome.
The important thing is,
what are you planning on drawing, Cop Fighter?
Khrushchev is with us.
Julio, I might stream 5. The best way for me to stream 5 would be to play it through the PC if I can get it back going again. But in order to do that, the only way I'm going to do it is be able to do is PC, because I'm not willing to get rid of all of my progress on the PS4. And it would just it would seem kind of weird having a fully completed game and me trying to stream through. I could just stream through the missions like we're watching a story, but with having all the progress done. But I don't know, maybe we'll see. Probably end up doing, I want to do the Twin Snakes next. I've been kind of like itching to play that game. I was gonna do the original Metal Gear Solid, but I figured I have a pretty good version of the Twin Snakes, so I think I'm gonna do that one next.
So what are you going to do now? Go back to the KGB?
What do you want me to do?
Did you ever think about coming back to America?
I can't go back. I left America behind.
I mean, yeah, I can pretend to start from scratch, you know. I could try to think of what I would have access to at that point in the game, but it just wouldn't feel like...
I still owe you a dinner.
It wouldn't feel the same. But if I can get the PC version running again, then I'll consider doing it.
Or is it an
I'll play it on the Dolphin emulator.
Is it an invitation?
I found this pretty nice texture pack. It's not there aren't too many areas that the texture pack is used, but in the areas that they do use it, it does enhance the game a little bit more. See, Snake's a boss. Solid Snake just doesn't want anything to do with this kind of deal. I have access to all of the Metal Gear games through all the other consoles that I have, but I'm kind of too lazy to set up my Elgato to capture the consoles. So eventually I could probably put that all together, but the emulator just makes everything so much easier. And it really played, I don't want to jinx it, we still got some cutscenes left, but it really, this time around, played flawlessly. I had through the first half of yesterday's stream, it was doing alright, but then as soon as we got to the motorcycle chase, this emulator has a problem with every time the camera cuts, it makes a stutter, which makes it semi-unwatchable. I know it was kind of bugging me, but it's running nice and smooth now. Whoa, cat. Chill out. What are you doing?
Scholars tell us that the first spy in history was the snake in the book of Genesis. In that story, it was
not really. I have a GameCube, I have the disc. But you can, there's emulators for almost every type of system. It's just a program that you run, and you can either go through the crappy process of ripping the game disc onto your computer, which turns into an ISO file, and then you can run that ISO file on the emulator, or you can just download the ISO files illegally off the internet, which there's no real the issue is there's not really a problem with it if you own the material, but it's kind of like that kind of moral thing, like you own the material, but you're still downloading it. You have you should be able to do whatever you want with the media you have, which you can.
First of all, I have to apologize.
It's just you shouldn't You shouldn't
I
download
wasn't
games you
sent
don't
by
own.
Corsair.
That's just how that goes.
I'm not a KGB spy, and I never worked for the NSA.
I'm an agent of the People's Republic of China for the General HQ 2nd Department of the People's Liberation Army. It was all a lie. I tricked you.
I'm sorry that this camera is really, really crappy. It's all I have. I have a PS3 and a PS4 camera, and they're proprietary to their systems, or at least the PS4 one is. Somebody actually came out with a driver for the PS3 camera, and I downloaded it just before the stream and tested it out. And I'm like, oh yeah, it's working. The quality is really crap, but it gets my face out there. So I had to jump in to say hi for the final stream of this game.
The real Adam never showed up at the meeting place.
Yeah, Eva's my favorite. I like her over Meryl. I've been streaming. This is my first series. This is my first game, so you guys are along for the ride for the first game. I do random live streams of Grand Theft Auto Online with my friend. But this is the first time I've been getting into playing full games.
And also the nuclear missile
I've played these enough times now. Like, I have this thing where
5 years ago,
I don't like to be bothered when I'm playing a story game. I get so gripped into it, you know, like I have to watch the whole thing and can't let anything else bother me. But I've played these games so many times that it's not an issue anymore. But if it's a brand new game, that's why I have a problem with streamers who grab a brand new game, say, oh, I'm gonna bring this to the stream and show this off, and we'll go run through this together. I'm like, man, how can you enjoy that? How can you enjoy a story type game when you're constantly trying to, you know, interact with everybody? I like to get the playthrough through, and then I can go back through with everybody else.
So it didn't surprise me when you involved
I am 29 years young.
She knew right from the beginning. She knew because before
approaching the dirty 30 within the next 6 months.
As an instructor. The boss was the only one I couldn't fool. She was the only one who knew I was a fake. She told me everything.
So all of this was happening in my
at the time, I couldn't understand it.
So I grew up with Metal Gear pretty much. I'm old enough that I kind of grew up with Metal Gear. I was
She wanted you to know the truth.
Just entering
She chose me to tell you.
Just entering 7th or 8th grade when Metal Gear 2 came out. Entering 11th grade when 3 came out. 10th grade when 3 came out. So I've grown up with all these. Had to see all of it through to completion.
In other words, I'm supposed to kill you.
Hey man, you can never be too old to love these games. They're awesome.
But I can't do it. Not because we loved each other.
I saw.
And not because you saved my life.
I guess E3 at E3. I guess I think it was E3, or it might have been some other place. It was not too long ago. I think it was E3 that Kojima was there with the director of the Metal Gear Solid movie. That for some reason, I don't know if it's ever going to get off the ground, but. I guess the loophole, since he's not supposed to be affiliated with Metal Gear, is the movie rights are Columbia. Columbia Pictures will have the movie rights, so that's not a Konami thing, so he can be the writer for it for all we know, which, you know, if he can write the Metal Gear movie, then we have ourselves like maybe the first good video game movie.
She was a hero.
I don't even know if that's possible. but
She carried out her mission knowing
anything's
full well it was
possible, I
murder.
suppose.
Self-sacrifice.
Yeah, Twin Snakes is the tough one. I mean, would you really go out and buy a GameCube just so you could have Twin Snakes? It's kind of unfortunate that it had to be on the GameCube, but hey, at least somebody, the Silicon Knights, at least somebody was willing to take that on.
You are above even the boss. I hereby award you the title of Big Boss.
Do you think that's what Lyndon Johnson really sounded like?
You are a true patriot.
The thing is, will the movie be an original story, or will it be a remake of the game? That's what I'm wondering. Oh, my friend's on playing GTA Online. It won't hurt my feelings. I'm gonna probably stream that afterwards just to kind of keep the stream going. It won't hurt my feelings if you guys want to leave for when I play GTA Online. But I promised him I'd play with him at some point this week. I've been streaming pretty much every day this week with this, and we just haven't really connected being able to play together, so.
Missions for us. A man who combines the qualities of a soldier and an agent.
The boss's defection was a ruse set up by the US government. It was all a big drama staged by Washington so they could get their hands on the philosopher's legacy. And the boss was the star of the show. They planned it so that they could get the legacy that Colonel Volgan inherited and destroy the Shagohod at the same time. Only a legendary hero like the boss could have earned Volgan's trust.
Whew.
Finding out
It's a
where
long
the
ending.
philosopher's legacy was hidden was to be her greatest mission. Everything was going according to plan.
The story
Then
of
something happened that no one
the
could
story
have
of Metal Gear Solid, as in
Colonel Volgan fired
the
an
liquid,
American-made nuclear warhead at
the
Sokolov's research
the
facility.
Solid Snake and Liquid story, or I assume
Khrushchev
that that's
demanded
the
that
game
US
or the
government
movie that
provide
they're
proof
trying to
that it
make.
wasn't involved. They couldn't just abort the operation to steal the legacy.
Trying to wrap my head around
So the
who the
operation itself was
characters
greatly
could end up
expanded
being.
and revised.
If they do end up doing that, then
The authorities in Washington knew
they're
that in order to
clones.
prove its innocence, they had
Their
to get
faces
rid
are
of
supposed to be the
boss.
same. So whoever gets casted
And
as
that one
Solid
of their
Snake
own
would
would have to do
would
the
have to
job.
play Liquid as well.
The
So
public couldn't be allowed to find out about it. Not ever. This, they concluded, would be the best way to keep the whole thing under wraps.
and damn it, I don't want whoever
The
gets
boss wouldn't be
casted to
allowed
play
to
to
come
make
back
it his
alive.
own. I want him to be
And she wouldn't be
as
allowed to
close to
kill
David
herself.
Hayter as possible.
Her life would be ended by her most beloved disciple. That was the way the government wanted it. That was the mission she was given, and she had no choice but to carry it out. Her death at your hands was a duty she had to fulfill. Out of duty, she turned her back on her own comrades. A lesser woman would have been crushed by such a burden. The taint of disgrace will follow her to her grave. Future generations will revile her. In America as a despicable traitor with no sense of honor. And in Russia as a monster who unleashed a nuclear catastrophe. She will go down in official history as a war criminal. And no one will ever understand her. That was her final mission.
It's too
And like a
bad.
true soldier, she saw it through to the end.
They did.
But
I
I
was
think she wanted you,
wondering if
of all people, to know the truth.
I was wondering how close
She wanted
the
to live
cemetery was to
In your memory.
Metal Gear 4. The location of the gravestone and
But as a woman.
it's pretty close. I think they added a wrought iron around the whole
She was
thing
forbidden to tell you herself.
because this looks like an early development cemetery.
That's what she told me. Snake. History.
Yeah, there's no way.
We'll never
There's
know
no
the
way you
truth.
can try to make a Metal Gear movie without
No one will
his
ever learn
input
the
at all.
truth.
I mean, you have
Her
a
story,
game to go directly off
Her
of. But
debriefing.
I think he
endure
should still
only in
be
your
part of the
heart.
creative design of the game, or the movie, just to make sure it can be the
Everything
best
she
movie
did.
it can be.
She did for her country. She sacrificed her life and her honor for her native land. She was a real hero. She was a true patriot.
There it is. That is it. Crazy, crazy, but that's it. Where am I? Let's see. Where am I into the street? I don't know how long that took. I probably could have played this game faster, but I had a little bit of trouble in the beginning. It was kind of a rough start because I was trying to get the feel for how to play this game because it plays absolutely nothing like the Phantom Pain. So I had to get used to the controls again. But yeah, grab the tissues. Yep. The sons of Big Boss are born. And damn it, we didn't get to see Solid Snake. It pisses me off. We got to see Liquid in the Phantom Pain, but not Solid. Well, yeah, thank you, Leo. Thanks for joining. I'm gonna see a cut in my stream, but I'll come back up. I'll come back up playing GTA Online. And if you can't, if you gotta go, I'm glad you were able to stop by for the rest of this. Hopefully we'll have good Metal Gear streams to come. So, thanks a lot for the sub. It's always appreciated. Alright, I'm gonna sign off, and I'll see ya later.